Far Cry. This is a good game. Oh, that's right. That's the shit that you was playing, Blast.
I'm seeing 20/20 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, is missing, the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You would joke like your belly show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You would joke like your belly show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. What you talking to?
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Dude, I just read this. I'm reading this article. Some police officer in Texas pulled out this black lady's tampon on the side of the road, and now he gotta pay, or they sue him for $250,000. Yep. Though she was concealing some drugs.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 22.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. On 1st and 10 is counter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. That one covers 29 yards, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Akeem Hicks able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing here, Trubisky. A little juke. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
About that shit.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the shotgun is Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Lock in.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. It's Connor. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
7-7.
From the 24, Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Shit, I think we all do. You ain't alone.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots.
It's cool. I'm losing right now, 7-0. So...
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Yeah. It's all good.
They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line. I'm going to get back in this, man. It's early in the game. It's just the first quarter.
If you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Yeah.
Back 20. Easy, easy. Go.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Complete, it's Johnson. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
I got something for him.
Coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big time run, big time pass.
1-2 combination.
I'm gonna walk his ass off the
How about
point.
that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On first down, Connor. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run.
It's going to be a
Sets up
slow
very
one.
manageable second down.
Slow
a very
burn,
solid
but I'm
gain
gonna
on
get
that play.
58 Mike. Here we go. Middle. Check out. Check 52.
On second down now. It's Connor. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go. Black 30. Jack 16. 45. Hey. Mike 7.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Oh, my
Picked
God.
off at the 39, the 30, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Is Shane still on?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now it's Connor. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Hey, alert. Hey, 2. 53, check.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Yeah, let's get 18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Trubisky will throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Cohen. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
We get the ball back in half.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
That's going to hurt him.
James Conner.
That's going to hurt.
In the final seconds
He
of the
just let me
first
get
half.
back in the game.
As they are now on the board here in the first half.
That's going to hurt
The way
like a
this one was
motherfucker.
going, you just got the sense they needed something.
I just hit him with the
before
sugar
half. They've at
stick.
least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good
That's going to
sign.
hurt.
That takes me back to our preseason tour
That's
of NFL
definitely
camps. You remember
gonna hurt.
we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this
that
year
one
was
is gonna
scoring
hurt.
in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
That shit is going to
And this
hurt.
offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
I know it is.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit
This
deeper into the
motherfucker put the
playbook.
line
They
back.
like what they did in the first half. That
What
worked
the
okay.
fuck?
But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Trubisky now off the bootleg.
Let's go.
Let's
go. Let's get to the house. Come on.
With a pick.
Come on.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2. Again, a run with Connor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming down. He told him, if you don't...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Bears push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
They'll run on first down. Connor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means
what the
one big score
fuck is that?
from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
50.
Now Roethlisberger to throw.
Oh, my
and now
God.
here's another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the...
Hold on, man. Let me bench this dude.
44-yard line. First down, a run with Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They try again with Cohen. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Connor running right, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again, and he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. Zooms in for the sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very low. Johnson's got it complete. And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to float this one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Robinson's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown of the new season as the Bears push further out in front. Gold to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make...
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Go. Check 9. Ready?
They're going to keep it on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big one.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Again, it's Cohen. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On first down, it's Conner. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
50, plant.
Mike, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun, Clifford. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run on first down. Connor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 31. Check 31.
Hey!
He's tracking. Crash.
Now.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Ready? 18, Gator.
Check 53.
From the gun, Clifford. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Motherfucker dropped a wide open touchdown. I can't fucking believe it.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. On 4th down, Clifford escaping the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Got it?
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we...